Here is the Kund at Madeira. You all know this. It's about 30 or 40 miles north of Ahmedabad. You see, on a practical level, it's just a tank, a water tank. And what's very, very clever about it, of course, is that it's a place for pilgrims to bathe. And as the monsoon, when the monsoon comes, it fills up. But as the dry weather sets in and the water recedes, you can perform the same rituals at lower and lower levels. So those steps are not just abstract sculpture, they're tremendously intelligent, functional use, and all these kunds have that quality. So, but then it's much more than that. Even now I haven't begun to describe it. You know, just to dig into the earth is primordial, to go in search of water. That's what you're looking at, and it moves you, whether you think about it or analyze it, somewhere deep in your stomach, you know that this is, water is the giver of life, and as someone said, it's the taker of life. It's very basic to us. And then, of course, there's the empty center. So if the temple at Madeira is a model of the cosmos, this is like an inverse model of the cosmos into the earth. And now, lastly, it's open to sky. That means you have something which is called the axis of the universe set up between the earth and the sky above, which exists in everything, going back to the Pantheon. It goes way before that to the Greeks, to the Pantheon in Rome. You know that building. It exists everywhere. Every human culture has imagined this connection between the earth and the sky. That is what, when architecture begins to deal with these issues, but naturally, I don't think you can force it. These people didn't force it. They were just doing something so primordial and so basic that it got this expression. So that's really important, that a mythic image like this is much, much deeper than just what we seem to see. It stirs in us. It's wonderful. There was a chap called Gaston de Bachelard who wrote a brilliant book on science. He was a member of the French Academy. And then he wrote one book on art. At the age of 60, he stopped writing for 10 years. And because art is so different, he said, science is cause and effect. He said, art is not cause and effect. You can't say, oh, because that was brown, I made this black. He said it's like a depth charge which explodes in your subconscious and sends to the surface the debris of recognition. We don't even know why we recognize this, but this is doing so many things to us.